Welcome back to Movies Recapped. Today I am going to explain the American action science fiction film, Chappie. The film starts showing a country. Criminality had become common in this area, no one had control over criminals. The government of that country is very disturbed. As a result, they propose to the police department that they hire a robot to assist them. So they may assist you to stop the criminality. Now a company is ordered to create the police robots. The scientist of that company creates many robots, which were going to assist the police officers. There is also an engineer in that company. He also creates a best robot. Its characteristic included that human beings themselves could control it. It is shown on a day that a robot becomes out of order, and it is brought to repair. It often used to be out of order. It was always sent back after repairing. Then the drug dealers are shown. The three persons are driving away to deliver the drug to someone. But their drug packets are dropped on the way and opened. And these are wasted. That man's hair had braiding whom they had to deliver this drug. He says to them after being furious, "Return my money." He points his gun on them. At the same time, police and police robots reach there. Drug dealer flees, witnessing them. A hair braiding person attacks the police robot which had recently come after repairing. Then this robot is again brought to repair. But it was not easy task for this robot to be repaired after being damaged many times. Its battery was completely damaged. So this robot is sent to update its system. The scene turns and the same gang member is shown who contacts the same drug dealer. He says to him, "Return my amount of money. Police was not able to arrest me. It may not happen that I may kill all of you, coming there." Hearing it, that drug dealer gets worried. He asks his companions, "From where will we arrange 20 million rands?" Three of them plan that they will make a great robbery. But they say, there is still a problem that police robot reach everywhere. Now female drug dealer is also saying it is not easy to keep away from the police robot. We will have to capture the controller of the police robot for this. So we may turn off the system of all police robot, capturing him. Our task will become easy as such. On the other side, the same scientist is shown in the company where the robots are made. Who had created all these police robots? He is working on a new project. He works very hard on it. At last he is succeeded. He immediately runs to his CEO. And he reveals to him that, if I apply this method on robot making, then I can get much progress. It was such type of the robot which could communicate and think. It will have its separate artificial human brain. His CEO says to him, "I don't understand such ideas. Don't waste your moments if it is not easy to happen. Just carry on your work what is going on." But scientist is upset because he was sure that he could make the human mind robots if he continued it. He returns back from there. But he thinks that he will not let his attempts waste. He says, "I myself will conduct the experiment on it. I will surely show them to make such type of the robot." Then scientist takes a damaged robot from there which was sent to update its system. He also takes the chip of the police robot. Putting it into his vehicle stealthily, he begins to leave that place. His thoughts was to check it on this robot. Then drug dealers kidnaps him on the way. They bring him into their secret location. And they ask him while pointing the gun that, "Tell us the way how the police robot system may be turned off. Hand us over the whole control." Then scientist says to them, "How can I give the control of robots to you? They are connected with satellites and work through them. I have no control over them. I have just created." Those drug dealers say to him, "Okay. We will end you in this way." Then they find that damaged robot from scientist's car while checking it before. They ask him, "Are you going to create a new robot?" Then scientist tells them, "No. It is an old robot. There are only some experiments are required on it." Then those drug dealers ask him, "Why do you not create a new robot for us? We will mutually make it and use it for us." But scientist says, "No. The task that I am going to conduct is very critical. And the created robot will also be very complex. We will have to care it too much." Those drug dealers assure, "No problem. We will together take care of it." Those drug dealers make him seated there and say, "Update or install the software of it just before us." Then scientist starts to do it. And he adjusts the chip in it after copying the data in it. It happened the same what he had thought. That robot was just acting like the kids. It was frightening from them. It was pouncing its hand as a cat does to see the things. Its movement were childlike. First of all, scientist was not expecting it. This robot will be activated. But he had also succeeded here. Now he had to take the further steps. Female drug dealer also takes interest in it. So she names it Chappie. It means, this movie has also been made on this name. So this robot may be considered the major character of this movie. That drug dealer who had asked the scientist to repair this robot. He becomes malicious and he points his gun on that scientist. He says to him, "Go away. Don't ever return back." It means that they wanted to keep that robot themselves. Scientist leaves that place. Then that robot's making company is seen, in which a man is demonstrating his robotic designs. The designs of which he had created some robots. But CEO and the engineer of that company refuse to accept this design. Because they propose that it is big sized and it is going to take too power. There will be spent the great cost on it. Now that scientist had returned to his company again. He works harder and thinks more designs of the robots. At last, CEO likes his made designs. And she orders that robots will be created based on these designs. He is extremely excited. All were wishing him, but it is not tolerated by the engineer. He plans that I will damage his created robots. I will also steal the security chip. He does not get the chip anywhere when he goes to search for it. He knows after checking the system that it is in the same robot which has been sent to update its system. He is shocked enough, because there is neither robot nor the chip. Contrarily, Chappie comes on the scene who was taking those drug dealers as its family. That foul drug dealer trains it for fighting. So it may bring a lot of money for them while robbing. Contrarily, that engineer comes to that scientist. He asks him, pointing his head with a gun, "Tell me where is Chip? Hand me over the key of that place." That scientist asks him, "What is your problem with me? I have neither a key nor a chip." Engineer fires his gun. Fortunately, its magazine is empty. Then engineer says to all, "Don't be afraid. It was just a fun." Saying it, he leaves that place. Scientist instantly goes to meet Chappie, thinking something. Engineer had also witnessed him. So his curiosity is aroused. He also pursues him. Scientist says, going to Chappie, "Listen to me. You will not take a wrong step." He makes it understand perfectly. "You are a good robot. Promise me, you will also act nicely." Then Chappie gives its words to him. And scientist gets satisfied. He says to Chappie, "Come. I teach you how to paint." Then he begins to teach him how to paint. Female drug dealer is also standing beside it. She is not objecting him. Then that cruel drug dealer approaches there. He flies into rage, seeing the scientist there again. He gets him out from there while hitting. "I will kill you if you ever step in it." Now that cruel drug dealer takes Chappie to a place, there are the worst gang members. He says to the gang members, "Hit it. I want to check its power. I want to make it more powerful. You may train it." Now those worst boys begin to attack Chappie. Chappie was not like the police robot but the childlike, so it starts to be frightened. He does not fight them in return. Bad boys throw stones on it, so its body catches fire. And it somehow flees. On the other side, that engineer had identified the location of Chappie. He brings Chappie back in his vehicle, reaching there immediately. He opens the hand of Chappie while driving and takes out the chip. Afterward, it was going to damage Chappie. Then Chappie lifts up and escapes, attacking him. Chappie heads straight for the drug dealer's safe haven. The female drug dealer was sweet and caring. She brings Chappie back to life. "Who did turn you into this condition?" she asks her as she shows her affections. But Chappie was very afraid. That girl also recovers its hand. Now it dawns. Now that cruel drug dealer says to Chappie, "It is my fault that I left you among the bad boys. And you got hit. But listen, you must know to fight for your defense. I will also train of shooting the gun." But Chappie was not willing to act like this. Because it had promised to that scientist. Now that bad drug dealer feels that it is not following him. Then it plays a trick to make it convinced. He says to it, "All right. You are not using this gun because people will be killed. You care people so much. Let's go. I train you the use of other weapons. The people are only knocked out through them. They get no harm." Now, Chappie had a childlike mind. So it is entrapped by him. Taking the advantage of it, that bad drug dealer trained it to use the other weapons. Now it is the day when those drug dealers had to rob greatly. But they had not such weapons. It means that technological weapons, through which they can frighten and kill the people. Now that bad dealer begins to tell one more exaggerated story to Chappie. He says, "Chappie, someone has escaped, stealing my car. Look, bring all cars to me so that I may check which is mine." Now, Chappie was childlike. It used to think like the kids. So it is entangled in his story. And he throws all the people from the cars. He had come after stealing the cars of others. Bad drug dealer is very excited. And he becomes richer while selling the spare parts and other machinery of cars. He purchases the costly weapons from them. It is falling night. And it is also raining. Bad drug dealer observes that Chappie is sitting near a dead dog and it is very grieved. That drug dealer says to it, "Don't be sad. You will also be no more one day. That robot says, I don't die. I am a robot. That drug dealer says to it, are you checking the time of battery on yourself? It is running out. Scientist installed a battery system in you, so you may be ended soon. This fact hurts Chappie. It begins to hate the scientist. Then drug dealer says to him to increase his value. I will transfer you into such immortal body. You will always remain alive. But there is a condition for it. You will have to rob with us. Look, I will spend the money on your body, getting from there. At first, Chappie refuses, then he agrees in this greed that it will remain alive forever. Contrarily, scientist was very disturbed. Because he was thinking is, Chappie may not bring devastation now. He thinks, I may go to make it understand. As he goes to their hiding place and calls, Chappie, Chappie overlooks him in spite of hearing him. It does not respond him. Because it had developed the hate for scientist in it. Scientist goes after it and says, why are you not listening me? Then, Chappie responds, don't talk with me more. You have installed such a system in me so I may damage soon. Scientist tells, it is not as such. Who did say it to you this? You are not only one robot in which the battery has been set. On the other side, the engineer was very envious. So he destroys all scientists' created robots whole, using a system. It means, he damages their system. Now all robots had been damaged throughout the country. Now criminals had got freedom. They begin to spread the criminality in the whole country. At the same time, Chappie's system also begin to damage. But scientist immediately detects it. He repairs it, bringing it into the factory. And it also restarts it. So it may be saved before damaging. Chappie embraces scientist, restoring itself. There is also a gigantic robot. Chappie likes it very much. It suggests to scientist, transfer me into this robotic body. I have liked it, and I will also remain alive forever. Then scientist tells it, no. It is AI. It is just a robot. And you can think like the human beings. Your program cannot be copied or transferred into anything. It is your own thought. Chappie gets angry from him. And it argues him, you don't want that I may survive. Engineer is also listening this conversation there. He is astonished how a robot is talking like the humans. So, Chappie goes from there, taking the neurotransmitter. So it may copy its consciousness. And he also succeeds in doing so. Then drug dealer reaches there and says, the time of robbery has arrived. They begin to arrange their weapons. Chappie was also quite prepared for it. They reach that place where they had to rob. TV is also broadcasting this news. Scientist notices this, Chappie is robbing instead of giving its words. He feels bad. That engineer used to be envious from that scientist, because he had also made some robot designs, but his robot designs had not been accepted before. Once scientist's designs had to be accepted. He never used to tolerate it. He had got a chance to complain. He immediately goes to the CEO of the company. He says to her, are you noticing? You had forbidden scientist. In spite of it, he created the human mind robot. He says to CEO, just check after accepting my robot design. I will hold a complete control over my robot. And I will damage Chappie. His CEO says to him, what can be done at this critical time? I give you a chance. That engineer immediately activates his robot. And he begins to control it. He had sent his robot to end Chappie. Knowing it, scientist goes to Chappie after being upset. Then that gang member arrives there. And he was asking drug dealer to pay his debt. The engineer's robot had also reached there till that time. A big quarrel begins among them. A great firing is started. Meanwhile, this female drug dealer and her fiend receive the gunshot. Scientist also becomes the target of gun at the same time. But Chappie is confused when he observes that scientist has been shot. Because it had affections for him in some way. Female drug dealer is also with him. And they move, taking away the wounded scientist. On the other side, that male drug dealer, he is attempting to stop that big robot made by the engineer. Otherwise, that robot may also kill him. That robot was biggest that it is going to attack that male drug dealer. But female drug dealer begins to shoot that robot with her gun, witnessing it. Then that robot becomes aggressive. It starts to move to that female drug dealer, leaving the male drug dealer. That gigantic robot kills that female drug dealer. Chappie takes her its mother, so it becomes furious, seeing it. So it explodes this gigantic robot, using an explosive. Afterward, it drives itself to the company, making the scientists sit in the car. Engineer is waiting for them. He begins to attack them as they reach there. Chappie was already in rage on him, so it attacks him contrarily. Because it knew that he is one who was controlling gigantic robot. Chappie makes that engineer knock out while hitting badly. On the other side, scientist was not restoring his sense. Chappie does what it understands. He changes the scientist's body into a robot. Scientist does not understand, waking up, how did he transfer into the body of robot? So he says to Chappie, I also transfer you. Now, Chappie was also in the body of other robot. He was excited. In the end, it is seen that female drug dealer is being buried by Chappie and scientist. Chappie says to female drug dealer directing its face to her mother, don't be worried. I will also transfer your body into a robot. That is true. While hacking the entire system, it creates a new robot. It also replicates the consciousness of a female drug dealer. That female drug dealer was now operating as a robot. And the movie also completes on this scene. Subscribe for watch more video. Turn on notification. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Thank you for watching and your time.